being in love with someone who's a different race gives you a very different perspective on things.
It's honestly not even about changing minds. It's just about letting your guard down long enough to learn and to consider other perspectives.
How do we see the world differently? And how do you feel that affects our relationship?
The things that make me afraid are not going to be the same things that make you afraid, like just in general.
Obviously, it's like quite different for me and like my religion, my faith, and also my culture as well. It's more preferable that I do stay with my family until I get married.
I know your story is different from my other even friend's story, because yes, we're both from France, but you already moved from Cameroon and then to France. You were not in Paris, you were in a smaller town in south of France. So even your experience was different, and my experience was different as a person of color. So it was really important for me to understand where you were coming from and why it was weighing on your mind and your heart like that much. And at first I was like, I couldn't believe what you were telling me.
If this were to be our last conversation,
okay,
what is something you never want me to forget?
There have been a few instances where I feel uncomfortable just because I'm not fully sure of your motivation or understanding on like issues about race.
Mm-hmm. As we've grown, you've shared more of your experience with me on like what it means to be a Black person in America.
Everything happening racially has now like just exploded it. You know, so we've gone through a very intense like 3 months.
Yes.
And all of us in some way are going to be changed by it.
Right.
But I think right now, just in talking with you, that you seem to be like you're on the precipice of realizing who you are. So I wouldn't want you to forget what that feels like.
I don't see you ever in the history of ever getting in your mind that you need to leave the US.
How open and vulnerable we've been, and how important difficult conversations, how important they are needed to be had.
Not saying that I ever like saw you in a different manner, but it's just that I see now what you go through, like, you know, people saying racial slurs to you, or, you know, people treating you differently because you're a Black woman, and or people treating you because you're a mixed woman, you know, like not having a place in, or not feeling like you have a place in, you know, the white community or the Black community.
I want you to continue to use your privilege to make something good, to create something good, and use it towards positivity